And we're heading into this one. Good bit of utility over here. Actually none for base. Just got one flash. I thought he was going to have slightly more than that, but he's clearly dropped a P250. And now we get into the pistol with Havan Liberty. They've got a kit, double flash, and DRG, but the rest on Kevlar. Allah pushed up long. And then behind it is two players. A third looks to join them with the bomb. Could be an A split here, Alex, on the cards.
This is a strong long stack, though. The flash has just been used by 9Z on the mid doors, so they won't have the nade to go towards long. And Doc is going to look to take the fight, doing a bit of damage both ways. Coming back up to short now, though. We're going to see 9Z test the waters on this A site.
Yeah, you really want Allah to step up at long here. He's got one kill. Actually scared away the pistol player here with the P250. Allah is just trying to take try out of the round if possible. Meanwhile, all the A fights coming in. The CT side are winning every single one of them. No bomb plant. It's so damn clean. Doc has just arrived to the server as the sixth man. He came in replacing, actually just missed who he's replaced, but he wins the round anyway. He gets the 3K, Alex. Usually, I thought Cake was the player that got subbed out before, but we seem to have a good change up across the board coming in here for the sixth man.
Yeah, this is the same lineup they played with on the last time they played Dust2. It's W1 going
W1.
out. And yeah, Cake and Doc coming in for this one. So we see a lot of switch-ups coming in from Havan Liberty. Sometimes it's hard to keep track of them all, but certainly good to see Doc getting on the board early. He's not going to be rusty after missing out on that first map. Now we just get 5 Glocks for 9Z. Not much to really watch out for in this one.
Remix, good peek out middle, second kill as well on the MP9. Lock of Bit finally bringing him down. Just try to get every opportunity here to take an Xbox kill, but DRG doesn't get his opportunity. He just sees them teasing him a little bit. Allah, he might be the player. Shut this round down, he's got one. It goes into short, and he actually just gets the headshot instead. We've seen the B player trying to come through there, but Max falls to the MP9. 2-0 for Havan Liberty. Seems to be a small tech issue, so hopefully we'll get that sorted very quickly on. But Havan Liberty have come out swinging here on Dust2.
And that's even despite being unable to get strong starts on either half over on overpass. You know, they were able to win one of the pistol rounds, but then they fell to that force buy and they got off to slow starts on both halves. So winning the pistol here on Dust2, definitely a good sign. Turning it into a 2-0 lead. It's not going to be a massive lead, though, as we should see 9Z buying back up once this pause expires. I never knew there were plants on top of these boxes, Dinko. We've just switched cameras, so it got confusing. But up on
there's no plants on these boxes.
There we go.
Yeah, I never really noticed that. You know, I'm not one for the fauna. Is that the term to describe this, Alex? That's how little I care about plants. You know, I don't really care about plants. You know, my girlfriend likes to buy a lot of plants, and I just every time I walk into the living room, there's a new one. I'm just like, why? They're not. I don't know. They're just effort, and they don't look that good, in my opinion. So
what? That's
they look nice, but
they look good.
Yeah, but when they die, they just look terrible. And I can't
so
be bothered.
all your flowers are dead, and that's why they don't look good.
Yeah, that's my problem. I can't be bothered looking after them. Guess I'm not ready for any real responsibility, Alex. Guess that's what that means.
Gun round out for both teams. Havan Liberty have made sure to get that AWP into the hands of Remix, who is performing well over on Overpass. Definitely expect to see him striking on Dust2, and he's already looking to do just that, playing somewhat aggressively towards short. 9Z have taken that control, but they're not straying any further up towards the A site.
Looks like a B split will be on the card. Smoke into CT. Split into the B site. Smokes down for the cross. Actually, 2 smokes to make sure that the boosting player cannot peer over the top and catch the info onto the ramp walk. Oh, and they're going to get the kill from the tunnels. The window player was so focused on mid that he'll just go down from tunnels. And Cake as well, he's committed outside of the bomb site, so he has got bit, but that's the bomb! TCT playing with fire, and he has the bomb in his hands. Let's get onto the site and get that plan. Try picking up Doc. Alan Remix trying to make this close, and they've done that. Finally, bomb plant will come through. Should have been in much sooner, but Al will try and get forward. 4-0, flashing. He actually has the 1v1 against Max, but couldn't quite spot him. So now it's Remix, the Opera, going back into the B site.
We talked about his clutch ability previously. This time, he's unable to land the first shot. Try crossing into the open to win the battle. And 9Z get the first gun round to go their way. CT's a bit disappointed they couldn't come back into it in the 2v2, but I like some of the decisions made by 9Z there. The man at mid doors in that 2v2 just goes back to tunnels, plays as safe as possible. And they just should have gone over to Bit because he's got this long spawn. They want this AWP in his hands for an early fight.
Bit looking out long. He takes Ala out of the round very early on. Look to try and push together. There's so many players here with a flash. It's perfect. And oh my god, Doc. Just taking 2 headshots on the Deagle. If I remember rightly, Doc was impressing me before with his aim as well. That's the kind of rounds he can get involved in. You definitely want him here on Dust2. Bit under a lot of pressure. Still a lot of players around that corner. They have got the bomb here on the CT side. Bit's going to have to use some utility to try and flush them out, limit the positions, but even if he goes around the corner, he's got so many players to deal with. They're all bunched up together, and he's got the ult. It's not like you have the best weapon here to clear out multiple players. He's going to wait on his teammate. He's currently flanking on the A side, so that's the player you got to keep an eye on. Rocks coming in from the A side, trying to get the better angle, but he's been taken down by DRG, so now Bit needs to make the play, and he's not lining them up. He doesn't get a single kill, and the AK only grabs one. Havan Liberty on the pistols, answer back.
Oh boy, that is a gut punch to 9Z, losing that round. They go out for the early long fight. These were those kills from Doc, sliding out to the left side, lining up 2 headshots with the Deagle. Probably not even that accurate on the second shot, but he connects, he converts, and now it's Havan Liberty who have a good chance to take over early on Dust2. Remix has already landed 2 shots down mid. He misses the 3rd time of asking, but he has already done a good bit of damage early. Ooh, nice play.
Through the smoke, yeah. Remix, we've seen him on Dust2 in these spots before, just have easy rounds, and he's got a 4K. Cake will steal away the ace, but 4-1. Remix, we know he can be deadly in that spot. We've seen it in their previous matchups. Havan Liberty are no slouch here on Dust2, which is why it does get pretty scary for 9Z. You know, you've taken a loss on map number 1. You're coming into your map pick, and Havan Liberty, they've got a damn good start into this one. And even when you had the chance to maybe even start taking those rounds back and equalizing the scoreline, Havan Liberty have answered back with an individual round on the pistols. So, hasn't been the best of starts for 9Z, but they've got a bite coming into this one. Gonna try and put 2 players early long, but a lot of nade damage coming through. And again, Havan Liberty are just forcing 9Z back out of the longhouse.
Oh my, Remix continuing to try and get active early. He gets away with his life. Down to 19 health in the process, though. I am loving this aggression we're getting out of Remix, though. You can tell he's just confident in any fight right now. Even if there's an AWP holding against him, he thinks he can win the battle. Sometimes there are flashes setting him up, but oftentimes it is just the dry peaks. And if those work out for you, they are so valuable. You get so much from that because you can keep all your nades for the later round. You can get the man advantage and the information. He didn't get the kill that time round, though, so there's still work to be done for Havan Liberty.
Yeah, and like you said, you get the reward is huge, but there is also an element of risk in there as well. You know, you can lose that AWP very quickly, lose the player out of position. But you've got to be a very confident player, and to pull that kind of stuff off, you have to have the ability, and Remix has certainly shown that he's got that. Cake speaking down CT. He's just spotted DGT, but he's expecting a short play over the top of the smoke. He wasn't, but still the kill. Oh, no. 90, this is not the round you want to see at all. Try getting naded. That's just a clean round from Havan Liberty. That's just looking unstoppable right now. They're just looking like the better team again at the start of Dust2. 9Z, they had the buy there, Alex. That's the worrying thing.
I mean, this wasn't a bad idea, but Try had a smoke in his hands at mid-doors. I'm really not sure why they didn't smoke CT there. If you smoke CT, you can probably get up to splitting the B site and make a go of that round, but you can't even get close if you're not going to smoke it. Yeah,
that's a little strange right there. That's one round I'm really confused about. You know, no CT smoke on the cross, just easy pickings for them. And even the short play that was left up there just couldn't make up for the mistake. So decent idea, but poorly executed. 7 rounds now to be played. 3 walking up short from the T side. 4th joining them now. Remix again. We know what he can do in these kind of spots. With that smoke, that will allow the 5th player to join up short. They've got flashes. So Allah is about to have a full white screen. Unless he uses the cover of the boxes. And there's the flashes. Changing up his position and playing from long. That will give a bomb plant away.
Allah would have loved to have had a molly there just to try and slow that plant, but with just a smoke and a flash, there's not much you can do to deny that bomb plant. 9Z not with many options in the post plant, though. They basically have to either play from the site or short. And because of that, they try and flank CT, but it's already looking like a good start for the retake.
Yeah, kick moving up. Doc has picked up 1, but the Deagles and the P250 doing a little bit of work, sprinkling some damage across the board. But with Bit's post-plant position, not a chance here for it. Defuse will come in, and he even falls as well. 6-1 for Havan Liberty. They can see the bomb plant. They lose 2 players. But we move into the next round, and 9Z with that bomb plant are afforded a little bit of extra utility. They'll get their AWP out as well and try, but we need to start seeing them win rounds. The previous gun round, they had a decent idea, poorly executed, and end up not even getting a single kill. They can't afford to let that happen again.
And it's allowed the CTs to build up that bank. As you said, not getting a single kill in one of those earlier rounds means you've got to win a couple of gun rounds here to get back into this game. Nice nade onto Bit. He's down to 44 health. I'm not sure you could do much more damage with that nade, even if you tried.
It literally landed inside of his head right there. He had his mouth open, it just blew up, and unfortunate for Bit, he's down to 44 right at the start of the round. But the one positive is here for the T side, they have got that short control. They could go for the short execute. They could drop back, and there's so many options, but it looks like they're going to go for this long split. 2 players were out long at the start of the rest round, but they've actually just left one there passively. Smokes up into short. One of those long players drop back to top middle to try and catch off the rotation. Remix, fire out to the left side, not getting a single kill from the hold. Allah trying to play inside of these smokes, being quite shrewd in this one. He has spotted rocks up above him. Bomb plant again down for 9Z. They've got a 4v4 post plant.
Max playing back from short. A lot of smokes up right now, and Doc and DRG both getting kills. Max trying to do what he can, but it's Try on the site who's starting to strike. He's got 2 back. More players running up, but Try makes it a 3rd, and DRG is low on health. It's the no-scope through the box from Try, and that is much more like it for 9Z.
Yeah, that's perfect. 9Z, that's exactly the round they needed. It's actually very well done. Something you might not notice that happened in the post plant there is Max wanted to try and start dueling. You know, they were losing kills left, right, and center in that post plant, and Max started to move up from short. But you have to remember, he had the post plant position. He's the insurance policy to win that round, so he wanted to start dueling. He started taking a couple of those fights, but he does a very good job at falling back and staying alive. You know, even if Try doesn't pop off and get those 3 kills, it's obviously a luxury that he does, but if he doesn't, Max is still in a position to potentially win the round in the post plant. So well played, composed under pressure there from those 2 remaining T side players. Now they're going back short again, just another rinse and repeat cat execute.
I like this from 9Z. I think they were overcomplicating things slightly in the earlier rounds, and they didn't show they had the ability to use their nades effectively, to use their team play and timings to make that work. So they've gone back to something more simple, more brute force, and they've left themselves with good utility to play this post-plant dinko. They've got smokes to cut off short. Yeah,
and 2 mollies as well. Left, and they've used this one up into short to hold off a prong to this retake attempt. Havan Liberty now with limited time. Flash into short. Bit looks away from it. Bit turns back and gets flashed. Doesn't even matter. This is teammates flash. This time he needs to really step up. DGT getting kills. Rocks from the double. And now they've cleaned it up. Another good post plant there from 9Z. And Havan Liberty, they seem to really want to play retake in this A site. But you got to start winning those retakes if you consistently go for that.
It's just a very efficient site take from 9Z, right? They use, I think, 2 smokes on the site take itself and mainly just flashes so that they have that little bit of utility in the post plant that can make all the difference. I think for Havan Liberty, if they're going to play like that, maybe it's not a bad idea to try and use some mollies and nades of your own just to slow down that bomb plant. If you can get a molly off towards the site or into the choke point to slow down the T's from progressing up, that might force them to not have as many nades in the post plant. Maybe they feel like they have to use a smoke to get onto the site and get that bomb down safely. We'll see if 9Z even continue to go for that play. They don't necessarily have to. And we've got a stack on short from the CTs in this round as a potential counter.
DRG really hoping he can get this utility down. Max would have to land the lightning fast headshot. He'll not get it. Smoke in from DRG. That delays a little further here for 9Z. Poking and prodding into the B site, perhaps anticipating an adjustment to the defense of Havan Liberty now that they've abused the A site so often. Re-smoke in as well, Alex. Oh no, this is just the most frustrating Counter-Strike to play against as a T-side player.
Thankfully, there are no smokes left on the CT side. There is one molly remaining, but it's not on the B side of the map right now. So 9Z will have the chance to set up their play with plenty of nades at the ready.
DRG is still sticking around close, though he wants to take the first job, but now he's committed to the close position. He's got to hope he can get the shot, and Rox is running in. Knew that he was in that spot, and Cake cannot get much more than one. There's a 3v4 retake here for Havan Liberty, and Al is going to try and stop the bomb from getting across. He does a very good job of denying the safe passage of the bomb and also staying alive. But the drop down from Bit, the flank through CT spawn, it's come through and they've won the round because of it. Bit just dropping down short is the hero they needed. He also got the bomb towards the end there as well, so nice late round recovery there from the T side, not really panicking, and 9Z just had every protocol ready.
You definitely get the feel that these two teams have played each other fairly frequently. Some more shots to the body at the end of that round from Bit. He's happy with that round win because he knows that Havan Liberty's money is likely running low. That was a shot from Rox in the backside, and he's going to continue to find success in this round. A cleanup coming through as anticipated. Not a single man dropping for 9Z.
Tactical timeout for Havan Liberty, realizing that, you know, the good start they had in the Dust2 is slowly getting out of hand, and 9Z starting to get comfortable on this T side. Ships in the night. There were 192 kills in Overpass, but Cake and DGT only met twice.
It was looking like we might get a more one-sided game at the start of this one, Ginkgo, but clearly that is not the case. These two teams wanting to play close matchups all the way through. They like to sweat. They like it close. I'm sure they don't actually like it close, but it feels like it with how these games have been playing right now. CT's back with a bye, but 9Z has started to find some success now. And I think as soon as they won a couple of rounds, you can see that the team play and timings have just got way better for them.
Yeah, they've definitely got more comfortable into this, warmed up a bit into the series, Doc. He had some fantastic rounds out long early on, this time getting caught on his own. And there's so many players there for the T side. 9Z have full long control. Is there an adjustment from Havan Liberty? They look to try and take middle. Oh, he needs to get a call with the molly as well. That's going to signal the push forward from the CTs. He does well to get one kill. Another long attack might just come through from 9Z, knowing they have a timer on this pounce. Going to molly out the car. Alec throws a smoke down, so they know they have to deal with the player there, but he stayed alive. And they haven't pushed up, so that has allowed for the rotation back of his teammates who are looking for these fights down into pit. They're so damaged here on the CT side. So much damage has been done. The health is low, but they get the kill back.
Now Havan Liberty start to rotate back to B, but it's going to be an A play at the end of it. Al is still playing car, but they have mollies. If they have an idea that he's still here, he could be in trouble.
Will they be methodical and check this? They have already mollied it. And here comes the other one. They're clearing the close spot, so Alec can actually just fall back. But it's the short play from Max that he wasn't ready for. The headshot. Now he's spotted by Remix, trying to spot the gap in the smoke. He can't get the shot across. The bomb goes by, and Rox hits the headshot. Cake with it all to do on 19 HP. He tried to catch his opportunity on the crossing player. Bomb will go down with 8 seconds remaining on that clock. And Cake has quickly rotated back up to short to try and take a different approach into this. No utility. He would have loved to flash Ramoli to try and turn this into a 1v1. But now he's just got to hope for mistakes on the opposing side, and they're unlikely to come through. There goes the peek and rocks. Good round from him. Finds two very impactful kills in the lit moments, and is tied up on the board.
NZ keep on going here. DGT getting out through long early. And then we get the final fights coming through onto the A site. Made it somewhat close when they only had the one smoke for the cross. They realized that man was at Van. They molly him out, and they get their round win. And now Try just sniping down mid. There's a scout up against him. He doesn't seem to care too much. Rox has just run through the mid doors. So that's an AK into the hands of Doc. We'll see if he's able to make the most of it, though, because it looks like 9Z are the ones continuing to win fights, and Max has run all the way in from behind. Well, okay, it looks like 9Z should be able to win this one pretty handily then.
Yeah, flash up Bella, tries his best. But DGT in with a headshot. Max generally, you know, when he's having a good game, Alex, and things are going right for him, he's always in a position you just don't expect him to be in. I think the previous round was a great example of Max being able to be impactful from just his sort of lurking individualistic style of play. You know, he's up short. They're not ready for that. Car player, you know, he's really dealing with that long attack well, but Max just comes in short. You know, he's a very impactful player when things are going right for him. Of course, the opposite side of that is he can sometimes be a liability, but it's going well here on Dust2. And that mid-aggression not working out for Doc. Try might just get some space here to finally open up the afterburners. It's short-lived. He walked down mid, and Cake had a good position to take the trade kill.
That smoke goes down. No gap for Cake to work with. This AWP is in close quarters. This could be uncomfortable for him. There are players about to emerge through the smoke.
Oh, Cake holding on. DRG has picked up the initial kill for the defense. Now Cake's turn to get involved in the action. Oh, he's doing well. That's a second kill for him. DGT grasping at straws here in the middle of the B side. Can he get anything? The answer is no. Just too many angles, too many players. And Cake in with a 4K. Fantastic round from him, delivered on that AWP. And finally having Liberty back onto the board with a round win.
Great composure in this round. After getting close to that smoke, he's able to get back to the site, able to get to a better position with the AWP. And he was just aware of a lot of those angles. You know, that man on top of the box was a great one. That's a great shot from Try, though. Landing it right through the doors, giving 9Z an early advantage in the last round of the half.
Remix back to his old ways, his aggression. Can he find that trade kill for the team? They've lost that early player. And we'll throw a bit of a spanner into the works for Havan Liberty, who would have wanted to continue the momentum and the positivity after winning the previous round. Now they're searching for this trade kill, and Max could be the thorn in their side. He's got a good angle to deal with Cake's aggression. Spots the second player as well, and that might just be enough to get this round over the line for his team. Remix gets too aggressive now, and realizing he really had to make a play there. And Doc alone on the other side of the map. Ball will go down into B. It's a moment of time before we head into the second half. With 9Z ahead by one round. And there it is. They lead the way on Dust2. It's time for a short halftime break. We'll be right back after this to continue Dust2. The second half begins again at 8-7. These two teams as close as you can get it battling out here in the elimination game. We're on map number 2. My name's Dinko, joined by Hawker. As we head into the second half, Havan Liberty would love to close this out 2-0, but 9Z desperately trying to get their first map win here at DreamHack Open 44.
Flash out through long, and the rest of the Havan Liberty players will be following up on that early ground game. Rock's playing back from Car, but he's going to be trapped and he's going to be taken down. They might not expect the second man to be here, but Bit, I think, has been spotted now. They're jumping on the corner to really bait out these shots. Now they know where he is, but Bit's going to get back to safety.
Yeah, it's good that he gets back there. Would have been a nightmare if he'd gone down. I don't think he's in the best position now, unfortunately, with them knowing that he's there to really get the important kills. But Max, of course, just pushing up middle, but Remix is waiting for it, knowing that that early long aggression might bait in a player to walk up middle, and they've got the trade kill back through. They're going to start walking through middle up through short, and Try's doing his best to take these headshots. He's got 2. Good output from Try. And now they're going to run it into the A side. The only player waiting here is Bit. The player that was at Car at the start of the round has now rotated back to the A ramp and wants a kill if possible. Try and just take the first headshot. There's still a man down here on the CT side, but now they're grouped up, and Doc and Kick just clean it up. 2 quick headshots. And now they'll close out the round. Havan Liberty tying things up heading into the second half.
Lovely patience at the end there from Havan Liberty, even at the start, spotting out that aggression from Max. And then they just wait for this flank. Doc in behind, had a couple of easy kills being lined up for him. And once he gets the first, the players on the site realize they could afford to fight. They could afford to take that risk because they can just gang up on the last 2 CTs on ramp. Ooh, Max is in lower tunnels. Uh-oh. This could be a knife.
Go on, Max. Oh, no!
He got one.
Oh, I always hate saying that. I always feel bad for the players. Maybe it's because I can empathize with you, Alex. That's generally the only moment I can have that. It's a similarity to some pro players, but god damn. Max, lucky to get the 1 kill of that. 4v3, though. 9Z would like to do more damage if possible into this one. I do have a chance with this scout posted up in middle. That CZ from Bit might just deliver something. That's 1 going in for a second, but DRG clearing 2. That's the Galil finding good success. And now DGT is in B, and they're coming this way with a Deagle in hand. He wants a couple of these body shots to land. He's not got a single kill just yet. And they're actually just backing away. They don't want to run into B. Screw that. They're just going back to the A side.
Oh, and then they bait him into the peek from window. He had to do something because they were evacuating over to that A-bomb site. He gets baited into a fight he did not want to take against a scout. As Cake turning round. Close range kill from Bit. And Scout just waits for the peek through a window. 9-8 lead for Havan Liberty. Low buy for 9Z, and you can see the T's are most certainly aware of the lack of investment in this round. Alan is even happy just sticking with a Glock for this one.
I like this from 9Z. Just a 4-man stack with the pistols, actually coming up with something different. Oh my god. DGT is literally inside of his monitor. Look at that. He can lick his screen right now.
Yeah, that is very close.
It's like, I wonder what it tastes like. And then 5 seconds left. Flash out from Doc. He's going to peek out and actually gets all the information on that stack as well. In fact, the rest of his teammates are going out long, and these CTs now committing into Doc's spot. Just getting all these kills on the T side. And they only lose the 1.
Double digits reached first by Havan Liberty. 20 kills reached first by Cake. That 6th man has been playing on both maps so far. He's certainly showing up here on Dust2, but he'll have to show up against the buy of 9Z in this one. Try's got the AWP. We've got rifles on the rest of the players. No kit in play for 9Z, which is worth keeping an eye on as this round goes on. We've got Try trying to get aggressive. He's going to go through the flames, and that's going to cost him.
You don't want to be committed to that. You have to get at least a kill there. Even then, not really where you want to be finding yourself. Luckily, the rest of his team are doing a good job. And in fact, when I say the rest of his team, I just mean Bit. Huge hold on the A side so far. And he's going to drop back into Goose with his hard work done. Rox is now playing on ramp. Bit, his job might not be done yet either. Luckily, Rox getting involved, and Bit doesn't even need to do much more. What a round from those two A players. You know, initially, it looked scary with the AWPer committing beyond the smoke. Try not really getting anything. And it's actually Bit who steps up and is the hero in this one.
Those few flashes being thrown, not blinding Bit. He was able to go back up and down the ramp, just jiggling in and out. And getting all the work done in that one. Back to a one-round deficit. Here comes DRG, nearly getting the kill. But Bit and Rox combine to take him out of the round.
Doc. That Nick goes a little further behind him and actually damages his teammate more than him. Ally took the brunt of the damage, but now they've got that long player out. They're actually going to leave it, and Ally's going to run back. They've also got some mid control here with Kick pushed up. So Havan Liberty have a good bit of control of the map to play with. So many options available to them here as well. Lack utility on 2 players, but they still have 2 smokes available. And Doc is one of them, so that's really out of play right now in the big picture. In fact, it's going to be used to smoke off the long AWPer. And these 3 mid players, they're ready to explode on Max.
He could be about to get ganged up on if he's not careful. Kick going in first, and he just wins the fight outright. Now the B site is incredibly pressured. DGT dodging the flash and getting 2 kills on the spray down. It was meant to be a push into this B site, but it's been countered, and Doc is the only man remaining. Trying to fight in CT, but he's not able to get a single kill. That is a huge step up from DGT to deny that play into B.
Yeah, you highlighted it, Alex, right? That really fell onto the player inside the site to be the big pressure moment, and he steps up.
It was a grind for 9Z to get to this point. A couple of rounds had to be won, but now they forced Havan Liberty back down to pistols, and they are making the most of that fact. Max getting some easy shots down mid. This one might be a bit harder if we get a run boost.
Oh, the run booster. He nearly killed the player who was the bottom player in the boost. Didn't work out though. Rox getting the double kill. DRG and Remix both brought down, and now Kick getting one on the Glock, but the Max USP closing it out for an 11th round on the board for 9Z, who are in the lead. Havan Liberty going for a tactical timeout. They do have money coming into this one. Alla, the player we usually talk about, is currently a little bit quiet, 9 and 14 alongside DRG. It's actually top of the board. Kick right now, 22 and 12.
Unlikely to see an AWP out from Havan Liberty in this round either.
Look, it's us, Alex. There's a picture of us there.
Does that baby have, like, wings?
Yeah, it's an angel. It looks like it's got a little halo on its head.
It seems really weird to me that there's like a baby angel. I don't know why.
This is pure, Alex.
I guess.
Max, the 1x bet impact player. 3 kills in round 21, 260 damage in round 21, and 86 ADR. We get back into things. Very important round coming up for both of these teams.
And no for Havan Liberty. I think they have a decent long spawn, but I don't think they're looking likely to take it right now. Against this double AWP setup of 9Z, every single Havan Liberty player going into tunnels to begin with. Could we get something fast here?
Flash ready to explode into B. DGT's had some good moments here. Time to strike again. Flash is good on a Max. He could have been able to pick up one on the cross, but now DGT has all the pressure. Multiple players in front of him. Doc and Remix getting both. And that's enough to win the round already. Havan Liberty just successful in taking the B site.
Good utility being used onto the site. The smoke maybe landed a little later than you wanted to on the doors, but the flash made up for that fact, making sure that there's just a one-man trapped in the site. You know, if there were 2 CTs there, that could be a completely different story. That could be a different round. But if you can push B like that when there's only 1 CT committed to the site itself, it's just so hard for DGT in that position to do much about that push. Even if he gets 1 kill, it doesn't leave the rest of 9Z in a very good position. So Havan Liberty, off the back of the pause, coming through with the answer for this round. I'm not sure if that's something that's going to be repeatable, Dinko. I think in the future we might see more resistance, maybe a second man playing in the site itself. But they picked a great time to go in for this fast B.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it's not exactly the most sustainable play, but you know, it's very good to get you back on the board with a win. We'll see if they can take that opportunity and ride with it. Oh, nice from Cake as well. He's been the MVP player for Havan Liberty and getting the opening out long this time. And again, it's another B play. They've got the man advantage, but it's still going to have to be the big hold on the site. This time, Max is not flashed, and he gets involved. Cake getting the trade kill. DGT 1 for 1. And now the flank through from Bit is huge. A good double kill. And now it's all Cake left alone. Bit getting involved. The veteran taking them through in another big round from him. Will it be enough to get it over the line? Cake has to win the clutch out. Flash into the B site. Back plat player blinded. And he's going to peek up at the right time. And that's what happens when Max doesn't get flashed. That's when the utility doesn't become effective into the B site. That's what can happen, right? The B can just get shut down with a couple of easy kills coming in for the defense.
The actual B play was still fairly effective, though. It was all about that flank from Bit. It was a 3v2 in favor of the T's at that point, but he comes in and he gets the perfect lineup, tapping away with the AK onto the 2 heads. If he'd have not been able to get into that position, it could have been a completely different story. The strength in numbers for Havan Liberty was quickly taken away from them, and then Cake, who got the kills elsewhere, had to try and come back to B. That flashbang was ambitious, and Remix was not blinded enough by it, apparently.
I think the whole play right there was a little ambitious, Alex. Not really working out. I've given the man advantage away to Havan Liberty. And they'll not be complaining about that. You know, you'll take, rounds gift wrapped. Or kills, should I say. Round is yet to really get going. Havan Liberty have got short players up there, and that's the bomb currently in short. Just a default play, 1 in the tunnels, 3 short, 1 out long. And under a minute left.
Few pieces of utility remaining in the Havan Liberty side. No flashbangs, though. And up against an AWP holding on ramp, if you go for those smokes into A and you don't have the flashes, it's still fairly easy for the AWP to pick off 1 or 2 players early. Let's see if Try can do just that. No flashes going up against him.
And that should result in at least 1 or 2 easy pickings here for the AWPer, as long as he just hits his shots. And he has been the star player that we've been talking about. So we'll see if he can rise up to that finally and really show why we're talking about him. He's been a little bit quiet so far, but that's a good first kill. Goes back again, but can't get the follow-up kill. And the long defense drops as well. It's Havan Liberty getting a 12th round. And it's DGT left alone in the 1 versus 3.
DGT looked a bit dejected on the player cam. He still does, honestly.
He's like, just get himself...
Oh, wait. Did he lag out? Is that why?
Must have, yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, because he just wasn't really doing anything, right? Wasn't really focused up, had his hands off his keyboard, just chilling out there, so... I thought he was so close into the monitor that he would actually feel like he was inside the game, but he wasn't even inside the server.
Yeah, apparently not. Luckily, didn't really have an impact on the outcome of the round. I think at that point, Havan Liberty had that one confirmed. Man, that was a pretty decent setup for 9Z, though, considering the circumstances. They stack towards the right site. They have two players holding long, but Havan Liberty just hitting some great shots, being able to use good spacing to trade onto the long fights, to trade onto the site. And now look at 9Z, Dinko. This is a real long shot, but it's a full investment from them into this round.
Flash is outside. Cake trying to run forward with it. He's going to stay tucked in behind the smoke. And Havan Liberty sees long control early. No one going down. No real fights there either for the CT side. They're not challenging. They're going to play passive actually on this A side. And that will be a problem if they just take the side because they don't have utility right now over for 9Z. This tunnel play will confirm that it is going to be the A play. They do go through T-spawn. You got Ala just cutting off the rotations, but they're going to go all the way over to A through the tunnels, making their way through lower. You got the CT rotation as well. But if they play retake, Alex, I do fear for 9Z because they just don't have the util for it. Luckily, change it up, maybe reboosting the player up into the side, but Remix has got a good angle posted up here.
The AWP on the CT side is sitting back, though. It's not looking to get aggressive. Instead, focusing on seeing if he can spot the players as they push into the site. There is a second smoke available. In fact, 2 smokes remaining for Havan Liberty, but they have to make sure they overcome this stack, and they have to make sure these 2 smokes are placed in the right position to help them get that safer cross to the site.
Yes, this is the best chance for 9Z to win the round now. They've got players inside the site. Everybody's over here for the defense. 5 versus 5 in the A site, going into the last 27 seconds. You've got everybody on the boost spot right now as well. The AWP kind of neutralized by that smoke, but Bits picked off the first try, blinded. Cake has got the trade kill. Remix following up to the T side, and it looks like Havan Liberty are making enough space. It's all on the AWPer. Try is left alone, and he hasn't been able to get involved in this round. The flashes have just kept coming through, and he has dealt a bad hand. 13 rounds for Havan Liberty. They head into the A site versus 5 defending players, and they get it over the line.
Cake is making a real statement here that he maybe shouldn't be the 6th man for much longer. He has been playing on quite a few maps for them, but he's up to 28 kills now. 3 kills in that round as they entered the A bomb site. Yeah, unfortunately for Try, just couldn't get as involved as he wanted to, sitting back. He was hoping that Havan Liberty would maybe jump up on the right side of the site and try and wrap round. But they didn't want to take that risk. They didn't want to expose themselves to that many angles. And now 9Z have 5 USPs and almost no chance at winning this one.
Well, Remix missing the shot. They do cross over, trying to create a little bit of chaos with the pistols. It's worked out for 1 kill. Although the rest of the side doing a very good job, at least it looked like Ala was going to shut down a few more. Remix, that's risky business, but he does recover the bomb. And now running straight down middle, trying to get to safety. His teammates are still beyond those mid doors. That smoke should cover his back off. He can get into the tunnels, but 2 AKs have been picked up for the CTs.
Try arriving a split second too late. And it should be crisis averted for Havan Liberty here. We're hitting the panic buttons for a second, hoping they could get some backup on long. Remix realized he had to just evacuate the scene, get to his bodyguards on the B site, and they will keep him safe. 9Z are about to go 14-12 down. It's been another hard-fought map, Dinko, but they haven't been able to get the round wins to get themselves into the lead. Still yet to win a map here in this tournament, and Havan Liberty are only 2 rounds away from knocking them out.
It's going to be super frustrating as well for 9Z if they go out in this fashion. Close map and overpass. Here on Dust2 fighting to the bitter end as well. To go out with no map wins would just be heartbreaking for them. Tactical timeout coming through for 9Z. Very important round, knowing that there has to be so much invested into this. And when you look at the money, it's not looking pretty for the future. So you really want to be able to pick this one up. Havan Liberty, they've got so much cash to work with. In this round, the full buy's looking real solid for them. And they've got reserve cash in there as well. It's looking good for Havan Liberty. The pressure is truly on 9Z right now.
What a time for Cake to have his highest fragging map of the year so far, by some distance too. 4 kills above his best, and there are still rounds remaining for him to potentially get up to that magic number 30.
Shout out to Elliot, who is the man getting all these fun facts for us. Some of the stuff he's able to find is unreal. Maybe you should have went into archaeology or something.
Fitz decided to bust out the AWP for this one. Going glass cannon with it. So Try has to go with an AK instead. Long control taken by Havan Liberty. They've been able to get that fairly frequently throughout this half. 9Z unable to fight that hard for it in this round. Remix nearly getting a chance there. I think he even landed that shot onto Try, but didn't do enough damage. Landing through the wall, he only goes down to 80 points of health. Havan Liberty continuing to use a lot of nades early in the round, taking long control, clearing out car, but they have enough utility left in their back pocket to go for this similar A play. And Dinko, we need to see some sort of response this time from 9Z.
Well, Rox is going to boost DGT up. He's had a very quiet showing here on Dust2. This would be a fantastic round for him to step up. And Doc is playing contact up the ramp, trying to get close and ready to explode. He's been spotted, and Max with the first kill from Gandalf. Utility coming through from the CT side, and DRG spamming through. Does get the kill on DGT. So that's the kill back, and Remix has found the follow-up. There's more pressure on Max. He's only got one kill so far, and he is shut out of the round through the smoke. A nightmare for 9Z. Utility is created chaos, and the T side thrive. It's bit left alone in the 1v4. And Havan Liberty truly have now locked themselves in map and series point.
9Z did everything they could to set themselves up to have the best possible chance in this round. Bit was solo holding B with the AWP. He realized Havan Liberty were just exploiting that A site round after round. So he decides to play solo B, calls for his teammates to stack the site. It doesn't work out for them, and they're not even able to save the AWP at the end of it. It's going to be a limited purchase for 9Z. They're going to have to come through with something special here. And this is just spamming through smokes, through boxes, having really good lineups to clear out some of these players. Very patient play from Havan Liberty. They didn't get flustered when they saw the counter utility go up. They took their time, and it paid off for them.
That's Counter-Strike sometimes, right? You can do everything right. You can make all the right calls. You can stack over at the right spot at the right time. You can get the initial kill, but sometimes it just comes down to banging some heads. And unfortunately for 9Z, the shots didn't go their way. And timeout comes through. And again, if you're already feeling bad about some of the close maps you've had and maybe really having a tough time in this tournament, that's the kind of round that just adds insult to injury. We head into round 28. This could be the last time we see 9Z play here in this tournament. They're going to cross two players over to B. 3 out long early, trying to throw that utility down. And they don't have a whole lot of utility. They don't have that luxury. And this B site might just be pressured.
So 9Z focused on controlling long early this time round, but it is the switch up from Havan Liberty. A couple of nades in. They're not going to fully commit, though. They only had 3 players in the tunnel, so they fake out this B site. That has drawn a rotation. It has drawn a response, and that's a stunning shot from Cake. What a way to get his 30th kill of this map.
Not a bad shot at all. As Cake now reached the 30 bomb. 180 yard. What a fantastic performance he's had. And will be the MVP if they get this one over the line for sure. And Havan Liberty, just at the start of this round, had so much utility. They had that luxury that they can just draw out all the utility from the CT side, and now left with 2 flashbangs. 50 seconds left. Havan Liberty still with utility. They've got 2 smokes for the long cross. They've got the kill out long as well. This is looking good. The last 3 minutes, CT players in middle, and Kick is there. He has been their nightmare this entire map and gets another kill. Rox getting aggressive, catches Kick, finally puts him down. The flank out long is good for DGT, getting involved. The smoke down for the cross as the T side run to the A side. Oh, Rox, he goes down, and now it is only DGT with an MP9 left to try and keep his team in the tournament, and it will not be happening. Havan Liberty move on and eliminate 9Z.